And right about the 2-minute warning before the second period will come back on. Now, due to popular demand, we're going to be starting the stream a little bit earlier on the intermission break, so we can give you just that little bit extra wiggle room to get in here and get situated. If you happen to miss the first period, I'm so sorry for you. It was a good one. The Marauders had a whole bevy of opportunities they could have converted on, and it seemed like through good defense or just the will of God alone, they didn't go in. Johnny Morgan probably had the best of the opening period, as he had a barn door to shoot at, had it open, just hit the post. And hockey's like that sometimes, folks, and it's been like that for the Marauders tonight, but they have 40 minutes to make good on it. In about a minute, we'll get ready for the second period tip-off. Stick with us. And we are just about ready for puck drop here in the second period. Marauders, again, as you see on the scoreboard, they just couldn't break through. And whether it be their own luck or the will of some higher deity, they just couldn't get it to go last period. Hoping for better luck in our final 40 minutes. This will be the face-off specialist, Aiden Carey, on the opening draw for the Marauders here. The Marauders are ready, the Pirates are ready, and so are we. Second period starts now as Seton Hall wins the original draw, but it's picked up by Millersville quickly. Dunigan works cross ice to Martin. Martin, little pokes check through the legs, picked up by Bird, and Bird works around as it's picked up by Lyron Ullman. Ullman shot a little too much. Very howitzer shot at a Kai Dunigan. Turned away by Seton Hall as they slip on the breakaway attempt. Got some fresh wet ice out there, so there's going to be some slipping and sliding around. Also, it's pretty hot in here. So, yeah, there's going to be some sliding around tonight. Apparently, it's not hot in here. Apparently, my sensory systems in my body doesn't work. I'm in a t-shirt and shorts, and I'm steaming right now. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Corelli has an opportunity to get Salvador out of his own net. I will not take this. I'll take criticism, but not of this kind. Corelli chasing it down as it's picked up by Ullman behind the net as Seton Hall looks to break out. Good hand block there by Zerko, but it falls right to a white stick. Petticone stops a howitzer shot with his body right there. He's going to have a welt for about a week. And that makes me forget. I thought we did have a stoppage play. We don't. Well, we'll get the mascot story soon as it falls to Jake Petticone. Petticone has Zerko on the far side, but he takes it himself. Petticone shot broken up just as he gets it off the stick, and Ryder's looking to crash in and block it up. As he does, brings his man to the ice. And Waters looks to get the stick in on it. Fanned on by Petticone. But still keeping his man out. Or Bell, excuse me. Waters will move it in. Waters has Zerko on the far side, but he's sandwiched by a pair of Pirates. Ryder works it out behind the back of Salvador, who was strong in the first period, again, saved by his own defense and just luck. And falls to Jake Petticone. Petticone can't get it on his stick. Breaks it out himself. Shot wide of Salvador. No problem for him. It's picked up by Ben Bell. Bell works in as it's turned away by the blocker of Salvador. So, why that mascot? Like us, Seton Hall also has a Pirate-themed mascot, and that comes from a baseball game in 1931 where Seton Hall trailed Holy Cross by 4 runs in the 9th inning just to come back and win 11-10 in extras, causing a local sports writer to say, this Seton Hall team is a gang of pirates, they are, and the name stuck. I mean, that's why I imagine people talking in the 30s. He probably sounded different. Won by O'Connell, and picked up by Morgan, the near goal scorer last time. He works to Schindler. Schindler cross-ice feed finds Morgan again. Great passing early out of the Marauders. As they hold up, comes off Morgan's stick. As he corrals it, takes the shot himself, deflects off the stick of Sean Donlan. Knocked in by Rysak. Rysak looking to find O'Connell, Morgan, I believe. Seton Hall controls it again. Rysak will chase it down. No icing. Rysak off the stick of Morgan. Big hit in the far side. Stromberg working in. Stromberg picks up his own rebound. Works cross ice to O'Connell. A little too much on him as it bangs off his stick. 17 minutes left in our first frame. The Marauders have the puck behind the net of Salvador, and then just as I say it, they lose it, and Seton Hall looks to break it out. Looks like the slickness of the ice is causing some problems for both of these offenses early on. Hopefully that'll harden up a bit. Rysak will work it back down. Finds Schindler. The speedy freshman, always an impact on the game. O'Connell will chase down the rebound. Off the ref. Guy tries to hit O'Connell. I think that's number 28. Edwards tried to lay O'Connell up and ended up knocking himself over. Big boy tried to hit there. He has to know who he's dealing with. Thor Martin regains. Works cross ice to Slaybaugh. Slaybaugh will have to chase it down. Couldn't keep it on his stick. Slaybaugh gets to his man, frees the puck, keeps it in Millersville possession as Wilkinson and Martin are there to help him out. Takes the shot himself, far wide, but is picked up by Dunnigan. Dunnigan works back around. Finds Martin in the middle. Martin has a lane. Passes up, holds it for an extra second. Again, had Salvador on his back foot, and the puck just won't go past him. Really frustrating so far from Millersville. We'll have a delayed penalty, I believe, as Bell looked ahead of the bench. Looks like a Pirate will be heading to the sin bin. That'll be number 20, Nick Bellotti. Oh, no. No. Turn around so I can see your number, please. Make my life easier. Come on, turn around. Who are you? He's half turning now. I can't see his number. He's talking to the ref. Come on. You got the call. Cross-check, I think. Who's our argumentative type here? That's Owen Lazard going into the pen for, actually, two players heading into the sin bin for Seton Hall. Golden opportunity for the Marauders here. That'll be number 13, Joe Paulskill, and number 18, Owen Lazard. It'll be 5-on-3 hockey for the Marauders. And if they, 5-on-4. Still, they'll have the man advantage coming up. 4-on-3. Oh, yeah. A lot happened there. I said, yeah. 5-on-4. Wow. So yeah, two guys in the pen for Seton Hall. It'll be Bird. Yeah, it'll be Bieber. Yeah, offsetting penalties will have Bieber, and we're getting the penalties worked out here, and the Marauders will have a 5-on-4 advantage. Hockey's a little confusing sometimes, but yeah, offsetting penalties, and then one extra one on Seton Hall. Again, the Marauders had a golden opportunity last power play. Let's see if they'll have one again. Obviously, the scoreboard operator just confuses me as Stromberg wins the opening draw. Shot and hits the post again. Salvador's going to have to buy his iron dinner tonight. He's made a couple crucial saves for him. Martin controls it at center ice. Martin breaks in, has an opportunity, stick save by Seton Hall, and it's picked up by Morgan. It's Stromberg, excuse me. Stromberg take again. Screen by Ryder. Stromberg tries to get a low seeing eye shot, and it's picked up by Johnny Morgan. Morgan works to Martin in the center. Martin for the blue line works to O'Connell. O'Connell shot deflected by Donlan. As it's picked up by Ryder. Ryder leaves it for Martin. Martin works to O'Connell. O'Connell can't find it in his sticks for a second. Skates, excuse me. O'Connell shot off the pads of Salvador. As he'll chase his own rebound down as he receives a big hit out of Nick Zumo. Minute remaining on the man advantage as O'Connell has that. Excuse me, Morgan has a shot. O'Connell has it again. Comes off the iron on the far side. Can't get it past Salvador. And it gets past Martin, though. As the Marauders get a clearance on themselves. As Martin will chase it down and Seton Hall gets a line change. Martin looking to take advantage of the slow change by Seton Hall as they'll get the far change in the second period. Nearly breaks through, has Carey in front and Bell on his far side. Takes himself down the middle. Tries to find Slaybaugh. It ends up finding Waters. Water comes off Salvador, picked up by Carey. 30 seconds left in the power play. Finds Dunnigan. Dunnigan looking for that perfect shot. Defers to Carey. Carey back to Dunnigan. Dunnigan swings it over to O'Connell. Excuse me, Slaybaugh Slaybaugh finds Waters. Waters is shot. After all that passing, they thought they had the lane they liked. Again, closed off by Joe Salvador. 17 seconds left on the man advantage for Millersville and 14-19 left in our middle stanza. And another little mascot fact out of Seton Hall, they had 3 names before landing on Pirates. They were the Villagers, the Blue and White, and the Alerts. I have no idea what an alert is. They're kicking it in the 30s as the Alerts. 30 sports are weird. As Seton Hall wins the draw, it's taken by Millersville. Slaybaugh has it on the face-off circle with 10 seconds left on the penalty. Carey takes a shot, maybe the last opportunity of the man advantage. It falls to Bell. Bell can't play it cleanly, and that will do it. We're back to 5-on-5 ice. Seton Hall wins it as they quickly look to take advantage of getting out of the pen there. Big hit laid by Petticoat on the center ice. Squandered by Seton Hall, though. Jake Petticoat works to Slaybaugh. Deflected in the middle, but it finds Slaybaugh anyway. But it's picked up by John Waters. Waters and Slaybaugh on the close side. Banged off the boards. And that falls to the stick of Dylan Williams. Williams quickly loses it, however. It's picked up by Jake Petticoat. Petticoat has Corelli in front. Couldn't get it to him, however. Lane was there. Couldn't get the pass to land. Corelli has a dangerous shot in front of goal. Comes off his side of the netting. And Corelli will take a big hit behind play. Corelli again had the open shot opportunity for about a microsecond as it was closed off very quickly. It'll be about 13 and a half minutes left in our second frame. And we'll need some more rules clarification as another Pirate is heading to the sin bin here. That'll be number 9, Matt Lauren. The refs have an iron fist on this game, and the Marauders, just as they get off it, are right back on the man advantage. It's Aiden Stromberg has it. Stromberg works far side. Morgan whiffs on the shot, but he keeps his rebound. Gets past Martin again. Marauders will get another shot at the power play there. Couldn't convert last time, and they're right back on it again. Minute 40 left on the Lauren penalty. Martin, I don't know why I thought Wilkinson there, couldn't get out of his own zone. Long feed to Morgan. Morgan plays it off his stick, plays it off his skate. Has Ryder behind him, decides to dump it around the boards, finds Stromberg. Stromberg has Martin in center ice, takes it himself, works to O'Connell in the middle. O'Connell shot! Again, right at Salvador, turns it away. Minute 14 left in the man advantage. Martin has it again. Martin works out to Morgan. Morgan works into O'Connell. O'Connell has it. Finds Stromberg again. Tries to find the center ice pass. Couldn't get it to land. Stromberg again has the blue line. Tries to go center ice pass to Carey. Carey finds Martin for the blue line. Martin shot. Martin drops the hammer from the blue line. Thor Martin breaks through on the power play for Millersville. Oh, okay. 12:02 left in our opening and our middle frame, and the good guys are on top 1-0. Oh, man. Thor Martin, after taking a sabbatical last week in Stockton, comes and makes his mark on this game as he opens the scoring for Millersville. As Seton Hall wins the center ice draw, looking to get back on the board, the Marauders looking to make sure that does not happen. Jackson Bell hasn't been tested too much for the first 9 minutes of this frame, hoping to keep their pressure off their senior Tendy. Bell dumps it in. Bieber will chase it down. Comes off Bieber's skate. And Seton Hall controls, but it's picked up by Ben Bell. Bell dumps around the end boards looking for Bieber again, but it's intercepted in the transit by Lyron Ullman. Slaybaugh will chase it down after the scrum. And Seton Hall has a breakaway here if they can be fast. Petticone slips, nearly a dangerous opportunity, but they decide to take the shot themselves. No problem for Jackson Bell. As we're going to stoppage in the play with 11:18 left on the big board, and where it counts, the good guys are up 1. Let's take a look at the name of the game tonight. For this name of the game, I choose a little taste of home for myself, Frank Korzalowski. You know, back where I'm from, you come across a lot of Polish names, so it's nice to see one again. Rysak will try to knock it down quickly, but it comes off a Seton Hall skate again, but taken away by Millersville again. Slaybaugh couldn't keep it down as it goes past Rysak and needs to be played by Jackson Bell. Bell will leave it in the post for Lachlan to pick up. Lachlan works far side to Rysak. Rysak has Wilkinson down the far side, but he's taken away by Dylan Williams. Rysak staying with it. Slaybaugh picks it up, works to Rysak. Has Bieber on his side. And a whistle. Maybe offside, I think. Offside. As we reach the middle frame here, the middle of the middle frame, we come to the exact middle point of our season. Can you believe it, folks? It's already the halfway point of the season. It feels like it's gone by so fast for me. And we'll be coming up. We only have 4 more games for Thanksgiving, 2 in finals week after that, and then 5 in the the spring semester, rather. We're getting into the nitty-gritty, and the Marauders need their points so they can get them. They have an off to an all right start. 7 points, 3-2-1, maybe not where you want to be if you're Coach Schroeder, but it's where they are. And they're looking to regain some points here in the standings against Seton Hall tonight, and they're looking to do a decent job of that so far tonight. As Rysak will pick it up out of the craziness there. Rysak will dump it back in. Nobody home, however. As it's picked up by Ryder. Ryder tries to go short side on Salvador. Works it back down, has Zerko in front of him. Zerko fans the shot, picked up by Ryder. Ryder works to Zerko. Zerko takes the shot himself, picked up by Salvador, however. They've only been able to beat him once, but that's the only goal that's gone in at all tonight, so it matters a whole lot. It's a 10-19 remaining, and our second frame, the Marauders lead 1-0, and I don't know for sure, but they, looks of it, have a commanding shot lead as well. So John Waters on the stick side draw. Salvador quickly won maybe a dangerous opportunity if Ryder was there. But nobody home on the deflection. Seton Hall will control it. Zirkle will hound behind there in their D zone. Seton Hall looks to break out. Great stick defense out of Thor Martin there. Keeps it off the stick of Matt Lauren. Martin chips it past, tries to find Waters. And it comes to Zirko off the deflection, looking for a quick clearance, and he'll get it off. Now he won't. Comes off the cheek of a Pirate on the bench. They're going to watch just as much as we do because they don't got nets either. I mean, they're used to not having nets. I'm not. I'm a little scared up here, if I'm being honest. I like my teeth being in my mouth. I'm not a hockey player, you know, like having however many teeth are in there. Haven't had to creak my neck down this way in a while. It'll be coming into the Millersville defensive zone as it'll be Stromberg on the draw. The stick side of Jackson Bell, won by Aiden Stromberg and picked up by Kai Dunnigan. Dunnigan working behind Bell, hits it out, finds Bird. Bird, Carey tries to go 5-hole, and his man gets tied up, and then picked up by Seton Hall. As they bang it off the boards, it's picked up by Carey and Bird. Bird works it down. He had Corelli on the far side, but he's taken away by I got it right earlier. Korzalowski. It was my name of the game. I can't be getting that wrong. As the Marauders have another opportunity in on Salvador as he gloves it. We've crept past 10 minutes in the second period, 9:27 left in our middle frames. The Marauders still lead 1-0. Looks like it'll be Corelli on the stick side draw. Salvador coming up. Won by Millersville and taken up by Carey. Jake Petticone works back to Carey, nearly intercepted by Seton Hall's little banger on the boards, and it's picked up by Bird. Bird tries to play it out. Bird has it in the middle. Comes to Petticone. Petticone for the blue line. Wrister. Gloved by Salvador. Good opportunity for Jake Petticone right there. But Salvador has been sure with his gloves tonight. 9:13 left in the middle frame. Jackson Bell's kind of hanging out by his net. Only had to face maybe a couple breakaways, maybe not even a shot. I don't think he's had to face a shot so far this period. Or if he had to face one, it has been very dangerous. Hopefully, an announcer's curse him right there. Ben Bell, advantage of the face-off there, but it comes off. Good stick play by Seton Hall, but it's picked up by Bell. Bell plays by his buddy Petticone. Petticone fans in the puck right there. It's picked up by Carey. Carey and Petticone behind the net of Bell. Dangerous opportunity there as Ryan Olhorn gets in there and causes some mayhem in the Marauders' defensive zone. Carey comes out with it, however. Past the red line. Takes the blue himself. Has Bird. Works to find Bird in the middle. Bird wasn't quite ready for it, though. Seton Hall looked to clear. Is picked up by the younger Petticone. Jake works it in. Finds Corelli. Corelli, cross-ice feed, was looking for O'Connell, I think, but taken away by a Pirate man in the middle. Seton Hall works out, taken up by Petticone. Bell. This will be Corelli from center ice. Corelli takes it himself wide of Salvador. Seton Hall controls it, but their clearance can't get very far as it falls to Schindler. They've been pinned their own D zone a lot, and it has been helping with the long chains they have in the second period. The Marauders are really good at keeping you pinned in your zone, and the second period is where they make you hurt. That's what's happened so far. As Schindler controls it in the D zone, looks for Petticone. No, he'll take it all the way down the ice himself, and a bit of a delay, and they'll call icing on Jacob Schindler. 7:54 left in our second period, and we'll have to move the camera back to this side. I'll shift to my seat a little bit. I'm just kind of used to facing this way, as it'll be coming to the glove side of Jackson Bell. It'll be Walter O'Connell on the draw. He'll be squaring off with Matt Lauren. Lauren a little anxious to get in there, and ref doesn't appreciate it too much. Lauren booted out of the face-off circle. And it'll be Nick Zumo in as the second for Seton Hall. Zumo wins it, but it's taken away by Schindler. Schindler behind the back pass, and pretty dangerous there. Pass in front of his own goalie's net. Picked up by Seton Hall quick. No danger on the shot there. Millersville getting some pressure in as the Seton Hall man loses his stick. That's Alan Pan who's got to pick up his lumber. Millersville, a lot of black jerseys in the middle. Takes away any offensive opportunity for Seton Hall right there. 7.5 minutes left, so we've got a bit of a collision back there. Aiden Stromberg falls to a knee, runs into the boards, but he's back up. He's all right. Rysack fans the clearance attempt right there, but has Schindler behind him, but he tries to go to O'Connell in the middle. O'Connell has an opportunity if he can be fast. O'Connell takes it himself off the pad of Salvador. Seton Hall still controls. Rysack chases his man down, has Schindler on the back ice, and Morgan. O'Connell works out, has Morgan on his far side, tries to go to Morgan, but it's taken away. Morgan! Opportunity, Morgan! All alone! Johnny Morgan turned away by Salvador! He has to be starving for that goal. He comes to him again! Johnny Morgan couldn't get the stick down, had the opportunity again. But the score remains 1-0. They're getting their licks in on Salvador, but thankfully Martin was able to convert one. 6.5 minutes left to go in the middle frame. Slayball will take a big hit. Someone says that's so soft. Don't see a penalty, though. It'll be Martin. Martin, the goal scorer from earlier, runs into his man. Slayball chips it to himself. Slayball working it down, finds Bieber. Wes Bieber moves to Slayball, has Martin on the far side, finds Bieber short side, tries to go short side on Salvador, but it falls to Slayball again. Slayball takes it himself again, tries to go short on Salvador, turned away by the big man's shoulder. Finds Martin in center ice. Thor Martin works to Wes Bieber. Bieber, centering ice pass to Slayball. Slayball wide of Salvador, finds Bieber yet again. Bieber works out to the middle and finds Dunnigan. Dunnigan finds Wilkinson. Wilkinson behind the back pass, works to Slayball. Slayball tries to find Bieber. Dispossessed, though, chases back down, has Thor in the middle, but it's picked up by Wilkinson. Wilkinson finds Bieber. Bieber slips, loses possession, picked up by Seton Hall. 5.5 minutes left. Wilkinson did not appreciate that as he lays a massive hit behind play, and the refs are not going to appreciate that one. It's part of his game to lay those big hits, but you're totally behind play. Guy didn't have the puck, had nowhere near the puck. That's not going to help anything. It's only going to hurt you. Owen Wilkinson will head to the sin bin as the Marauders will go down a man for 2 minutes. Despite how they've been controlling the second period, they're still only up one. One misplay, and this is a totally new ballgame. 5.5 minutes left, and 2 on Wilkinson. Draw one by Seton Hall. It'll be Lauren moving it out. Lauren finds Ullman in the center. Ullman taking his time, moves back to Lauren for the face-off circle. Bell has to get ready for the first time this period. Picked up by Zirkle. Zirkle looking for a clearance, and he'll get it off. Good clearance by Andrew Zirkle there. Sticked by Salvador and left for his compatriot White. They'll move it cross ice. Seton Hall, breakaway, dumps it around the end boards. looking for Lauren on the far close side here, but it's taken away by Carey. Lauren picks it up again. Lauren tries to go, puts a little too much on it. He was very, very excited to get that pass off. As Lauren will trip Petticone on the slip there, they're calling it incidental. MJ Edwards works in the middle. And Ullman will lay a big hit on Zerko, but Millersville controls it, looking for the clearance, gets over the outstretched glove of Lauren. As he'll head to the bench, done a lot on this penalty power play. Power play for Seton Hall. And the Marauders have killed the first minute of the Wilkinson penalty quite well. Comes off the stick of Lazard. Bell will have to chase it back down. Ref lays a bit of a hit on Ryan Olhorn, breaks up the play a little bit. Thank you, Stripes. 40 seconds left on the Wilkinson penalty and 4 minutes left in the second period. Marauders still controlling that 1-0 lead and looking to hang on to it through the PK here. It'll be Zumo dumping it in. Picked up by Millersville, looking for a clearance attempt. Couldn't get it off. Comes off Bird's stick and finds a white jersey. It's Zumo. Zumo finds Donlin. Donlin works at the far side ice, finds Lazard. Picked up by Bird. Bird looking for the clearance. Couldn't get it off. Carey looking to help his man out. Bird looking to break it out. Carey looking to apply some pressure. Short-handed. Couldn't get it away, but it kills valuable seconds off the end of the Wilkinson penalty. About 5 seconds left. Salvador tapping his stick, letting his guys know they need to go. And that'll do it, 5-on-5. And Jackson Bell gloves it. Another great and stout penalty kill for Millersville. That was a strength of the conference championship team last season. It looks to have carried over into this season. 3:25 left in the second period. The Marauders maintain that 1-goal lead. Off the Thor Martin howitzer shot. It'll be Walter O'Connell on the draw from Millersville. He wins a quick, picked up by Stromberg and worked out to Carey. Carey bangs off the glass looking for Morgan, I think. Comes off Morgan's stick, works to Stromberg. Stromberg hits back to Morgan. Morgan works to O'Connell in the middle, taken away by a blue stick. Rysack has an opportunity, works it just wide of Salvador. Stromberg works it back down to Rysack, finds his man in 3. 3 works it in, goes wide, goes short, just a bit off on both shots is Connor Rysack. Morgan still keeping it in, picked up by Lachlan. Lachlan from the red line, cross-ice feed to Rysack. A little too much on it for Morgan, as he'll have to chase it down. Bit of a push on his man, Sean Donlin. And Donlin will collect behind play. Stromberg lays a big hit on Donlin. O'Connell tries to break out. No one could get it to however, as O'Connell hits the deck and a call on the ice. 2.5 minutes left in our second frame. That's making some funny hand signals. And it looks to be good for us, as a Pirate will be heading to the sin bin. At 2:30 last period, a Seton Hall man will head to the sin bin. And at 2:30 this period, it happens the same way. It'll be number 56, Lyron Ullman, in timeout. There'll be 2 minutes on the Ullman penalty, and after that, it'll be 37 seconds of 5-on-5 if Millersville can't convert. It'll be Carey on the stick side draw of Salvador. Looking for a quick shot here. Again, 1-goal lead's nice to have, but they would really, really like to convert on a couple more of those shots here. And here's their opportunity to do so. It's a dangerous opportunity for Bell in front of net. Bell couldn't get his stick down. He got tied up a little bit as it comes past Dunnigan's glove. Quick clearance for Seton Hall. Bell will play it, and it's picked up by Waters. Waters will work down, has Slaybaugh on his far side, has Carey in the middle. Finds Carey. Carey behind the back pass to the younger Bell. Picked up by Slaybaugh, another whistle. I think offside. Seton Hall fans sure enjoying that one. 2:16 left in the frame and 1:39 left on the Ullman no-no. The neutralized draw leaning towards Seton Hall. And it'll be Carey on again. Carey's ready for it. Carey wins. Picked up. Glove play by Seton Hall, but it's picked up by Waters. Waters quickly gets it out, finds Carey. Hits his armpit, gets stuck up there. And Seton Hall will get the change. Dunnigan will chase it down. And play it out. Less than 1.5 minutes left to go on the Ullman penalty. Dunnigan past the red line. Gains the blue himself. Looks to take it himself. Tries to go short side on Salvador and turned away by the keeper. Scrum in front of net, no good. And another stoppage in play coming up. 1:09 left in the man advantage for Millersville. And 1:46 in our middle frame. 1:46 middle frame. That's a tongue twister for you at home, folks. Minute 46, middle frame. Cold. I can't believe it. Cold. Draw one by Millersville, looking to press their advantage here. The minute left on the Omen penalty. Finds O'Connell. O'Connell works far side. Face-off circle. Comes off the iron. O'Connell again. Making great friends with that red piping tonight. Martin works it back down to Ryder. Ryder from the face-off circle. Fans on his pass and cleared by Seton Hall. Seton Hall's coach hyping his defense up as they get a full line change off. 30 seconds left on the man advantage for Millersville as Morgan will work. Gets a little bit behind Slaybaugh as he's picked off by Seton Hall. Seton Hall works now looking to kill extra time off the Ullman penalty. Martin passes a little undercooked for Morgan as Morgan looks to take it off the end boards and gets past the outstretched stick of Johnny Morgan and is played by Jackson Bell. Seton Hall threatening behind Bell. Maybe enough time for one last shot on the man advantage for Millersville if they take it. Looks like they're content to just kill a little extra time. Morgan will have it in center ice. Martin works to Morgan. Morgan in front of ice. Slaybaugh! Slaybaugh fans the opportunity as Ullman comes out, and we're back to 5-on-5 for the last 30 seconds. A little too much for Martin. Martin will try to find Stromberg far ice. Martin will work it down. They call offside before the refs do. 23 and a half seconds left in the center frame as the Marauders got some fresh legs in the ice for the last little bit of our middle frame. They still hold the 1-goal lead, but they would sure like a lot more. Looks like it'll be Carey on the neutral zone draw. He's been great so far. Let's see if he can go 3 for 3 on draws so far. Can't. Won by Seton Hall. That'll be Alan Pan working it out. Pan chasing his own pass down. Taken by Rysack. Bird looking to clear. Bird shovels off the boards. Taken by Carey. Carey and Schindler. Carey fans on the pass. Picks up his own rebound now. Tries to work center ice. Blocked by a pair of Pirates, and it's picked up by Bird. Bird, shoulder stop. And that will do it. We saw a 1-goal period. An absolute rocket shot out of Thor Martin from the blue line is the only thing separating these two squads. After 2, stick with us. Third period coming up in about 15 minutes.